the FIA have rescinded the 2 penalty points that Hamilton originally got, which is very important, which we'll explain in a little bit. And it was just ended up being a fine for Mercedes, which in tune makes it was Mercedes' fault, not Lewis's fault, which is true because they gave him the direction to go into the middle of the pit exit and do a practice start there.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So this is the part that bothered me. So, obviously during the race, Hamilton was complaining, saying, the penalty was bullshit and all this type of stuff. And that I could extend an olive branch to say, okay, he's in the middle of the race. He's just realized he's not going to be able to win and make history, getting the 91st victory. So I could understand some of his him being upset there. But the problem I had is that after the race, and I tend to get this from Mercedes, that when things don't necessarily go their way, they start to cry a little bit. They start to complain too much. And it's like, I just wouldn't expect that from probably the most successful Formula One team ever, probably the best Formula One team ever. I would just like to see them more take it on the chin and just move on. Say, yeah, you know what? We messed up. For whatever reason, we didn't know where Lewis was going to go. We messed up. That's the rules. That's the regulation. Like you said, Crofty, I swear to God, he had it printed out, ready to go. He cited it like he was, on the OJ trial or something. And
I immediately pictured Crofty doing one of these with like,
yeah, seriously, those spectacles. He probably did it. I think he does that too, for sure. So it's a rule. It's a regulation. He broke the rule. It doesn't happen often, yes, but it's in there. It's in the rule. Yeah. Crofty proved it to us, and same with the FIA. So, and I just have an article pulled up here, which is why what upset me even more was the after the race reaction was, this headline from the race fans: FIA dismisses Hamilton's claim they are trying to stop me. That's just the part I don't like about Hamilton. Is like things don't go his way, and then he immediately thinks like there's this big ploy at the FIA or the whole of the F1 world to bring him down and stop him. It's like, dude, you won 6 out of 10 races. Your team has scored every pole position this year. You're most likely going to bag this year's championship and next year's, and maybe the next 4 after that. It's like, if they're trying to stop you, man, they're doing a horrible job.
Yeah, I mean, like, if like you mentioned, if they're trying to stop him, they would have done this 4 races ago. It's not something that I don't think the FA is trying to do. It's a violation. If it was like this for anyone, it would be. It'd be given the same rule because, as Crofty said in the article, it's right there.
Yeah.
So it's just 100% Mercedes' fault. It's not FIA trying to go at Lewis Hamilton, because if they were, one, they're doing a bad job, and 2, they're doing it way too late. And it just doesn't make much sense, does it? Like, you're not going to go after the most popular driver in the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, like you guys say 6 races ago. I say almost like 2017. They should have.
Like 4 years ago.
4 years ago, he would have gotten his 4th championship. Sorry, he would have gotten his 3rd. Would have been on to his 4th, and that would have been the time. And it's a little bit too late for them to do anything to Mercedes or Lewis Hamilton at this point.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And he brings up the point in this article. It goes down later to say that, they're trying to slow us down and beat us by bringing in the quali modes and this type of thing. But it's like, that's not new. They did it with Ferrari in the early 2000s. They changed the whole tire regulations, which really messed Ferrari up. It screwed them up, and they weren't dominant after that. They lost the championships to Renault. Here, it's like they changed the aero regulations in 2019. They done this quali mode ban, and it's like Mercedes is still dominating. So it's like, what, man? Good for you. That's your team's amazing.
Yeah, they're so good.
Just come up with brand new systems, to make things work.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like the DAS, the rear suspension innovation. Like, it's amazing.
Like, whoa, easy. Like, that's too good. Stop it. Like,
yeah, they could probably do a lot more.
That's just it. If FI wanted to stop them, it would have been at DAS. Like they would have shut that down. But obviously, he went through, and
not only that, let's remind everybody: this dude won a race on 3 wheels.
Yeah,
that's true.
3 wheels.
It's true.
So even if they tried to slow you down, like if they're, maybe he thinks that they're diabolically sitting in a room with Ferrari going, how are we going to slow Lewis Hamilton? I got an idea. Let's give him 3 wheels.
Really?
Still wins. Yeah, still wins. I was just gonna say, just to summarize that, sometimes I just find that they cry and complain too much. Okay, one thing during the race in the heat of a moment, but man, take it on the chin, just like Daniel Ricciardo, our boy Danny Rick. Hey Daniel, you got a penalty, 5 seconds, you messed up. Okay, fine, I'll just go faster.
Yeah, that was great.
That was awesome.
I mean, yeah, admitted his mistake right away. That's my bad. He knew exactly what he did. So